So Cornel West has exposed himself as a Zionist clown. So this is from yesterday, and this is what Cornel West said. The escalation of the barbaric violence in the Middle East must stop. The vicious Zionist occupation and the ugly Palestinian retaliation results in the killing of precious innocent people on both sides. We must have a long-lasting peace based on justice. So this is my response. Cornel West has exposed himself as a liberal Zionist. And the reason I said that, and the reason I still say that today, is because he's vilifying Palestinians for defending themselves and for fighting against oppression. Again, Cornel West is a liberal Zionist. It gets even worse. So this is from yesterday, and it says, statement from Cornel West for president. Dr. Cornel West calls for the immediate cessation of violence in the Holy Land and for an end to the illegal occupation of Palestinians, urges Western colonial powers to be conscious of their rhetoric and push for peace, not war. And it's Saturday, October 7, 2023 in New York City. Independent presidential candidate Dr. Cornel West today urged for peace in the Holy Land upon learning about the situation in Palestine that has already left hundreds dead and many more injured. And he says, for this to occur on the Jewish Sabbath, on the day when the festival of Sukkot reaches its conclusion and Jewish siblings around the world celebrate Simchat Torah, the joy associated with their holy book, is heartbreaking and a call for global action. He continued, until the global community holds up the value of precious Palestinian lives with the value of precious Jewish lives, the violent cycle of death and destruction will continue. Dr. West called for an immediate cessation of all violence, including violent rhetoric uttered by certain Western nations. He stated Western nations and colonial powers, from right here in the United States to the European Union, must be conscious of their language as the situation unfolds. We need not allow our words to act as fuel to exacerbate a fire that's been burning for too many decades. He added, President Biden and other world leaders must spend less time conjuring a fog of war with subjective and violent vernacular associated with who does and who doesn't have the right to defend themselves, and more time evoking a language of love and dignity for all people involved. Oh boy. A well-known Christian with roots in liberation theology, Dr. West called on the global community to immediately commence a discussion about what will end the war between the Zionist entity and Palestine once and for all. We all desire to manifest the beautiful scripture of Isaiah. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore, Dr. West declared, adding, however, this will not be a reality until the Zionist entity and Western nations understand that the pathway to and for peace in the Holy Land must be parallel with the pathway to and for liberation and dignity for Palestine. Dr. West offered his prayers, his love, and his condolences for the lives lost and injured, and hopes for immediate and lasting de-escalation initiatives. Let's break this word salad down, shall we? So, what the fuck was he doing invoking the Jewish Sabbath, the festival of Sukkot, Simchat Torah, and the Jewish holy book? What the fuck was he doing there? Stop making it about the JOOs, okay? Stop making it about the Zionist squatters. Stop letting the fucking Zionist squatters off the hook, okay? The Zionist squatters are guilty. They're guilty of genocide. They're guilty of war crimes. By mentioning the Jewish Sabbath, Sukkot, and Simchat Torah, you're letting the Zionist squatters off the hook there, and that's not good, right? And then, let's see, the next part, immediate cessation of all violence? Bruh, what Palestine is doing is self-defense. They're liberating their land. They're liberating their people. They're liberating their community. The Zionist squatters have been in Palestine. The Nakba was in 48, but you had the Irgun gang, committing acts of terrorism in Palestine prior to 48. And the Zionist project was a project of literally England and France. And when you talk about a language of love and dignity for all people involved, fuck that. The Zionist squatters don't deserve any dignity. The Zionist squatters don't deserve any love. Fuck them. The Zionist squatters are literal criminals. The Zionist squatters committed genocide. The Zionist squatters committed war crimes. Bro, like, quit fucking letting them off the hook. The Zionist squatters need to be extradited to their countries of origin and prosecuted for war crimes and genocide. There is no two ways about it, Cornel West. Quit trying to fucking run cover for the Zionists, dude. Again, this is typical Protestant bullshit, and this is why I hate Protestantism. Okay? So, yeah. Next up we have the whole bullshit about Christian liberation theology. Protestantism, what Protestantism really is a mixture of Freemasonry, Zionism, and Kabbalah. And that's the ideology of Cornel West. Cornel West's religious ideology is a mixture of Zionism, Freemasonry, and Kabbalah. You know, Cornel West, he basically practices a sort of Aleister Crowley ritual. That's what fucking Protestantism is. Protestantism, and specifically Protestantism, is a mixture between Zionism, Freemasonry, and Kabbalah. So again, he is Zionist adjacent, you know, and we should never. And the fact that he's invoking as a presidential candidate, his Protestant bullshit in a country where, again, not everybody likes Protestants, not everybody's friendly with Protestants. Hella people actually hate Protestants. And the fact that he's invoking Protestant bullshit, that's going to piss hella people off. And also that he's trying to use that to absolve Zionist squatters. Well, like I said earlier, Cornel West is a liberal Zionist. And again, he believes in Protestantism. Protestantism is a mixture of Zionism, Freemasonry, and Kabbalah. And there is no such thing as liberation Protestantism. So again, Cornel West is a liberal Zionist. And, you know, decolonization is not a peaceful process, right? If a colonizing power wanted to decolonize, if the Zionist squatters had wanted to decolonize, they would have gotten the fuck out of Palestine already. And the fact that they're still there and they're still committing genocide, that shows you that they don't want to decolonize. So, Palestinian liberation will come at the expense of the Zionist squatters. That's just a material fact. And the Zionist squatters must be extradited to their countries of origin and prosecuted for war crimes and genocide. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. This whole fucking statement was goofy. It was hella goofy. I don't know, like, what he was talking about the Jewish Sabbath for. I don't know what he was talking about Sukkot for. Or Simchat Torah, what he's talking about Simchat Torah for. And then he offered his prayers to the lives lost and injured. For the Palestinians, that's good, but why the fuck are you, you know, letting these fucking Zionist squatters off the hook, dude? They're literal fucking Zionist squatters. And it gets even worse. So, Brother Cornel West. So, this is like 13 hours ago thereabouts. It says, this is my response to the many media requests as to what my aim would be as president in regard to the catastrophe in the Middle East. The Middle East is actually West Asia, by the way. And he says, I would stop the killing of innocent people, be they Palestinians or Zionist squatters. There is no such thing as an innocent Zionist squatter. By calling for an end to the vicious U.S.-supported Zionist occupation. Bruh, there is no such thing as an innocent Zionist squatter. Innocent Zionist squatters don't exist. Innocent Zionist squatters are guilty. Zionist squatters are guilty. Zionist squatters are guilty. Zionist squatters are guilty of genocide and war crimes, dude. This is more word salad bullshit from Cornel West. And again, he's exposed himself as a liberal Zionist. This violent resistance to oppression is the desperate language of an occupied people. No fucking shit, Sherlock. It's motherfuckers winning their turf back. It's the Palestinians winning their turf back. It's my Palestinian Akis winning their motherfucking turf back. It's Palestinians winning their turf back, liberating their country, liberating their cities, liberating their communities, liberating their families, liberating their houses. That's what Palestinians are doing. They're liberating themselves. Liberation is a fucking violent process. Like it or not, motherfucker. And Palestinians, again, they will only liberate themselves with force. They will only forcibly liberate themselves from the Zionist occupation, from the Zionist genocide, from the genocide the Zionists are committing against them. You dumb motherfucker, Cornel West. You fucking Zionist cuck, Cornel West. Yeah, Cornel West he's basically a Zionist cuck. That's what he is. He's a liberal Zionist. And, again, liberation is inherently violent, especially when the oppressors don't want to move. They don't want to budge at all. You know, Cornel West is a total clown. So Cornel West, again, he's vilifying Palestinians for defending themselves. Dude, Cornel West is vilifying Palestinians for defending themselves. And he says, and as Martin Luther King reminds us, only a genuine peace with justice can stop the barbarism of war and domination. In this sense, the U.S. government and the Zionist entity and the occupied Hamas forces have blood on their hands. What the fuck? Why are you equating Hamas to the Zionist entity in the U.S. government? That is weak sauce shit, dude. Hamas is nothing like the Zionist entity in the U.S. government. Like, seriously, Cornel West, sit your geriatric ass down. Let some Palestinians actually lead on the issue of Palestine. You goofy motherfucker. And he says, we must fight for the masses of Palestinians and Zionist squatters to live with dignity and security. What the fuck? No security for the Zionist squatters. No dignity for the Zionist squatters. They're guilty of genocide. Why are you fucking trying to play both sides here? That's kind of weird, dude. That's hella weird. That is hella weird, dude. And he says, as I've always said, a precious Palestinian child has the same value as a precious Zionist squatter child. Hashtag truth, love, justice. Again, more word salad bullshit from Cornel West. You know, especially by calling Palestinian freedom fighters violent because they're trying to liberate their families. Like, bruh, if someone fucking occupied wherever you're from and fucking committed genocide against your people for hella years, I'm pretty sure you would try to expel them violently. Shit, I know if someone occupied Spain, if someone occupied Zaragoza, you know, like Los Asturianos, you know what I mean? Because my family was a Muladi, which was Visigoths that converted to Islam in Zaragoza. You know, like we fought back against Los Asturianos, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And I'm sure if someone did that wherever you're from, Cornel West, you would fucking do the same thing. So, cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. Right? Quit fucking vilifying Palestinians, Cornel West. And Martin Luther King, why the fuck are you invoking him? That's kind of goofy, dude. Martin Luther King was a liberal Zionist. Martin Luther King was a Protestant Freemason and a liberal Zionist. Because, you know, Protestantism is a mixture between Kabbalah, Zionism, and Freemasonry. That's basically what Protestantism is. And vilifying Hamas, dude, Hamas is like defending Gaza. right? Without Hamas, the Zionists would literally have flattened Gaza. Hamas is able to put up a fight. Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad are able to put up a fight and keep out the Zionists, and now they're going on the offensive, and they're going and taking Zionist prisoners and shit like that, and they're liberating their land from these evil Zionist jinns, these fucking evil Zionist demons, right? So, and the fact you're calling for Zionist squatters to live with dignity and security when they're literally fucking committing genocide, like, that shit is fucking goofy, dude. Like, what the fuck? Cornel West is a liberal Zionist, and he's been exposed as a liberal Zionist. This is what Cornel West is. Cornel West is liberal Zionist. And so shout out to Dirty Commie Spinster. And she says, occupying forces and their settlers are not innocent. Doubling down on the two sides crap. Definitely not voting for you now. And this is what I said. I said Palestine must be liberated from river to sea. And Zionist squatters must be extradited to the countries of origin. I also said MLK was a Zionist, which he was. So again, Cornel West has exposed himself as a Zionist clown. And Palestine must be liberated from river to sea. Zionist squatters must be extradited to their countries of origin and prosecuted for genocide and war crimes. That's my position on Palestine. And then my position on MLK is a Zionist clown. My position on Cornel West is, official position here is Cornel West has exposed himself as a liberal Zionist. And my official position on official position on Cornel West is Cornel West is a Protestant. He believes in a mixture of Kabbalah, Zionism and Freemasonry, and occultism. And he is inherently evil because he's a Protestant, and he's inherently Zionist because he's a Protestant. And Zionism, again, Zionism is a form of proto-Nazi fascism, and Protestantism is a mixture of Kabbalah, Zionism, and Freemasonry. So, again, Cornel West has exposed himself as a Zionist clown, and yeah, I'm not voting for Cornel West at all. I'll be voting for the PSL, Party for Socialism and Liberation candidate, Claudia de la Cruz. And yeah, there you go. Cornel West, though, he's a Zionist clown. He's a Protestant Freemason, and that's why I will never respect him. So that's all for now. Peace.